There's an OG hybrid peeking behind a tree as it's arriving at Glencairn station, just down to the east. It's gonna pass me probably in a couple of minutes, as it's gonna be heading in the direction I am walking here on Glencairn Avenue and Marlee Avenue here in North York, Toronto, in Glen Park. And this is my hood. What's up, guys? Alex here. It's the first day of summer, June 21st, 2023. It's the longest day of the year. And yes, as I just mentioned, I'm here in my neighborhood where I've been living since, I think, 2009. And it is hot as hell outside. And I could have walked here because at this point, I'm like a good 5 minutes a walk. But it's like 26 Celsius, feels like 30, and I didn't want to sweat my balls out, so I just took the 109. So anyway, it's another nice sunny day despite the hot temperatures, and here comes 1123 on Route 14, which is one of my home routes that I frequently use a lot. And look, they are building a condominium. Let me get a good thumbnail here with one of my favorite bus models in the fleet of TTC buses, which is heading to Caledonia Road, which is where I'm going. Now, the last time I did a walking video along this street was last summer. I started at Dufferin Street, which is not too far at all. And I walked all the way to Bathurst Street. For this one, I mean, I could have, again, as I mentioned, I could have walked all the way to the main entrance. You can see a little bit better now. But as I just mentioned, it's really hot outside. And it's typical because today is the first day of summer. We got a garage sale here. So this is a very well working to middle class neighborhood. Like any other neighborhood you see in North York, there's pretty much a lot of these wide ass homes here. They could be bungalows, but they're not like cute like this one here. But these homes are very common in the North York borough. You know, I was deciding if I should go down to the Portlands district, or a site of former industrial land and now redeveloped part of town. But I changed my mind. Maybe next month. I definitely want to do Leslie Street and Cherry Street. Those are both interesting streets, and I still want to film more transit content. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because a Proterra electric bus, which I actually rode on the 32C, and it was friggin' slow because it's typical rush hour traffic. And it's finally making its way here to the 14. So as I checked Transy before I left home, and I saw that it was on its way to Davisville Station, which is the eastern terminus of the route. Up until Monday, I have not seen or heard of any Proterra electric buses on the 14. And this is the third consecutive day it's on that route. So I've been wanting to catch one on this route for a very long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to Caledonia Road and this walking video and hop on the Proterra and take it all the way to Davisville Station. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do from there. I came back from Keelsdale, Eglinton West, where we're spending first half of the week. I bet you the squirrels living in that tree right there. And this Mustang here needs to turn down his muffler. It's kind of loud. I think past 2 days, even though they were hot, I did film at least one walking video, one elevator video, and one transit ride. But I wanted to catch a Proterra on the 32C for a while, and I did. I was there at the right time. But as I mentioned, It's rush hour, so it's very typical to get stuck in traffic, and I was for 2 times, but they were only like under 10 minutes. And because of that, what was supposed to be a 25-minute ride, if I just edited all the parts out, which I always do, because it's a waste of time, it turned into a 34-minute ride without all the stoppages. It's like typically when I'm editing my bus ride videos, like if the bus is like stopped at a stop or intersection for like more than 10 seconds, then I cut that part out, and it was a kind of a pain in the ass to do. And especially that the bus actually did not bring me over to the Jade and Lawrence stop. It brought me over to Pine Street, just south of Lawrence. And then the driver was like, this last stop. So I had to get off. So that was a shame. I don't understand why they couldn't just drop me off at Jade and Lawrence, but I think it's not uncommon for buses to lay over on Pine Street before starting over and heading to Eglinton Station. Mind you, there's other streets that have the word Glen in it. There's Glen Grove Avenue, which is actually a block north of here. And then there's Glen Cedar Road, Glen Road. So many of them. And this street also goes all the way to Yonge as well, but I don't really find that part of Glencairn that interesting, despite it's in an affluent neighborhood. Oh, we got a red and white soccer ball here. I've never seen that before, and probably not in a while at least. Yeah, a lot of the homes here have been rebuilt, but we also got a couple fancy ones like this one. It's very common to see them in my part of town. And especially if I live right next to Forest Hill, but Forest Hill, you get a lot more shade. And we're coming up to Dufferin Street. It's a very busy street. And last week, nice dogs. Oh, that house looks a bit run down. It's all boarded up. There's a guy lying down on the front steps. Now, who knows how long I'm gonna have to wait for the 14. My aim is to get the Proterra, and most likely I will. Since when I checked Transy, it was just leaving the garage, and it's probably at Davisville now and about to start its journey west. So hope I can get there before that. And also another note too, the 14 interlines with the 28 Davisville, so the same bus will become a Route 28. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And there's one of those shitty articulated buses which I commented on yesterday in a walk I filmed on Davenport Road. So once again, I'm crossing Dufferin Street. I mean, the street's also in bad shape too because of those damn buses. But luckily we were getting new Flyer Arctic. Speaking of which, I decided to take another ride on the 171 because, 3 weeks ago I couldn't see any of the Excelsiors, the hybrid ones that are going to be replacing the OG hybrids. And luckily I got my good eye as the bus entered the Mount Dennis garage. And as we were looping around, I saw like 6 of them parked, so it's great to see them. But also my first sighting of them was actually when 7202 was testing on Jane Street, and I was in a walking video. It was all unintentional. Okay, I'm gonna head down to the other side of the street as 1051 has made its return. I don't know if that driver, I'm not sure why the driver's covering his blinds. I know it's hot outside, but he sees my camera. It's just a freaking video. Well, maybe because he did see me because I was taking a picture of him. That puppy is sticking out his head out the window. Yeah, like, come on. I mean, drivers should be used to this shit. Oh my god. It's just a fucking video, man. It's not like the incident at Pioneerville Station. Well, I'm not gonna talk about that, but... Well, unfortunately, I wasn't going to tell you guys where I'm heading to next month, because I am going to be going out of Ontario. But I might have spoiled it for you already. God damn it. Well, I know a lot of you probably watch my videos to the end, or at least a chunk of them. But where I'm going, I'll give you a couple hints. I might even say that again in the community tab, and I said a picture. I'll give you a couple of hints. So, A, it's a city I've been to before. Second, it's in Canada. And do I have any other hints for you guys? Maybe, since I accidentally spoiled it like a couple times. I mean, I was telling you guys about possibly might be heading back to Montreal, which could be a possibility. But maybe not. What if I'm going to Ottawa again, even though it's not really my kind of city these days? Because Ottawa used to be good. I did multiple videos there, but it's lacking like some kind of like kindness. And it's LRT, the O train system. It was flawless last time I went there, but it's having on and off problems nowadays. I wouldn't see myself going back to Ottawa for a couple of years. And truth be told, I think Ottawa sucks. I don't really want to go back there for a while. I mean, no offense to any of you guys that live there, but it's not the same charm that we all have here in TO, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed my last visit to Ottawa, but it's a bit of a small-ass city, despite that it's actually the 4th largest in Canada, and it's our nation's capital. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I mean, they have some quite interesting buses there, but they retired their Orions, and all they got now are Novas and New Flyers. I mean, New Flyers I don't mind, but the Novas, I can probably easily get tired of them, and I always rewatch my videos. And I was watching one of my Ottawa videos, and that was when I was pretty much full on force making my videos for this channel. As I mentioned, election day coming up, and I'm still seeing the gong show like everywhere. Like I was on the 952 yesterday, passing Black Creek Drive. There's like friggin' 100 of those signs. Oh my god, it's so annoying. All the annoyance from this guy, it's just making us like want to like turn our votes away and like probably give it to like that friggin' loser Chris Sky or Mark Saunders even. Thought I'm making a separate video on this, but I'm gonna think about it. But there's still a lot of like important topics that really need to be addressed. Support for people and transit. Maybe if we still had Tory, he would bring this damn city into a downhill spiral. But thank God that he's not here anymore. To be honest, since the October election, I didn't like him, and I hope he never comes back. Even though I actually just heard that he's gonna endorse a bylaw. I don't even know what that term means. I can always Google it, or you guys can let me know in the comments. But seriously. And also, Rob Ford was a much worse mayor he did a lot of bad things. He was putting pressure on his health, right? That's how he got cancer, and that's how he passed. That's literally our guess. He kept admitting to himself that he was smoking crack and cocaine and so much drugs. And I remember that scandal. I was like 8, 9 at the time. It was just all over the news. We just couldn't stop talking about it. And yeah, Rob Ford is like, he was much worse than Tory. But Tory is about as like disappointing as it gets. But Ford, he got an F for everything because he just didn't really care. All he cared about was drinking freaking weed, alcohol, and smoking weed, and all that shit that's so bad for you. I mean, rest in peace, Rob. I mean, I know he was obviously he was an iconic politician, but he really did a lot of things to damage his health. And that's nice Corvettes, nice. Anyway, I see Caledonia Road up ahead, and oh look, here's Lansdowne Avenue. That's actually a second section of the street, but it's only a residential street and partially industrial. Yep. So now we're in a bit of a commercialized area. There's the York Radio Tower. At this point, I could walk back to Keelsdale, but that's not my intention because I had just came from there. In fact, the last time I did that was when I filmed a walk down Caledonia. That was last year in May. So. And I don't know if this is the only walking video I'm going to film. I am going to film my next ride on the Proterra, which hopefully comes back here. And then I don't know where I'm going to go from there. I mean, I'm still slowly working on my next series, or my next episode of random clips around Toronto and the GTA. Actually, I'm thinking of heading to Brampton on Monday, because they have like one 2004 D40LF model. I think that's unit number 427, and it only operates on the one Queen. So I'm thinking of getting my ass up early, like let's say 6, take the GO bus to Marlee, and then I'll try to track that very unit before it's gone for good. It's actually the oldest bus in the fleet. Previously they had like 2002 New Flyers. Obviously they're all gone now. And also YRT just retired their last 2004 model, which is a shame. I was hoping to get one, but hey, I got rides on the 2006 models too, so I don't think I can complain. But I haven't been to Brampton in 10 months. I think it's about time I paid another visit, even though there's a lot of interesting looking people out there, and they do the worst shit here in the Greater Toronto area. So that's a nice house. I didn't walk all the way from home, even though I could have, but I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Luckily, I got an ice cold bottle of water in my bag, so I'm gonna drink that once I put the camera away. Then we'll see how long the next bus will take to come here. So here's Caledonia Road. So again, if I was heading back home, or to Keelsdale, I would either walk, which is probably a good 20-30 minutes, or I would just, even better, take the 47 down. Fortunately, I'm a little bit low on data, so I'm going to be daring and try to track the Proterra down, assuming it's probably halfway through its journey. But I don't think I can see it from here. I think it's going to turn on Lansdowne or Tychos Drive, and then it's going to loop back up here. Anyway guys, so here we are at the start and end of Glencairn Avenue. And I'm gonna wrap up the video. So guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. So always stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. And again, happy first day of summer. Enjoy it. School's out for me. It's been out a long time, but those are for all you guys in middle school, elementary, high school. Enjoy it, even though it's probably gonna get a lot brutal with this heat. Anyway, take care guys, and catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.